Welcome back to Whiskey One Roman. In today's video, we are doing Eagle Rare from Buffalo Trace. So I got this bottle from the recent Virginia drop, which was apparently the biggest drop of the year. I paid 42 bucks for, and I know Virginia raised the prices because I'm pretty sure it was cheaper last year. So Seagram's actually owned Eagle Rare first, and the bottle was actually at 101 proof. Eagle Rare has always stayed at 10 years old, so that was standard. Seagram's then sold Eagle Rare over to George T. Stagg in, I think, 1989, which transitioned to Buffalo Trace, and now we have Eagle Rare here in Buffalo Trace. In Virginia, you can only find them at drops. Luckily, if you go to a drop, they're almost always available, and they actually have this like gigantic, I don't know if it's a 1 liter bottle, and I really want that one, but it always sells out by the time I get at the front of the line. If you've never seen Eagle Rare, I feel like almost every whiskey person known to man knows Eagle Rare, so I don't think I need to go into the background story of it. I just want to crack it open and drink it. The foil has a little imprint of the eagle. There was this one time that I really needed an Eagle Rare bottle for a friend as like a gift, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I ended up buying it at secondary marketing for like maybe 3 or 4 times the price, and never again will I do that. So now I basically keep a stash of Eagle Rare just to have for gifting. So that's what it looks like. It has a deep dark color. I love it. Nice and caramelized. Much darker than the Weller Special Reserve that we did in the last video. It has a nice caramel toffee color. Wow, that smells amazing. The first note I got was caramel and vanilla. I think there's a citrus note in here. Maybe like orange zest or lemon zest. It's very, very refreshing, but it blends well with the vanilla. It's almost like lemon pound cake. I'm not getting any spices in the aroma. It's almost just really sweet, like a dessert. The caramel aroma is super strong, but I really like it. I can't describe it, but I think even though Buffalo Trace has a bunch of different lineup of bottles and recipes, there's this distinct aroma that Buffalo Trace has. I can't describe it. Maybe you people would know, but I would say almost all their bottles have this smell that at least I think that they have. But even if you go to the Buffalo Trace distillery, like their oxygen has this nice aroma. It's almost like going to Vegas and they inject it with extra oxygen to make you feel all happy. That's what it feels like when you're at Buffalo Trace. Let's go in for the taste. So the taste was like a seriously deep oak, but it was still sweet. I got like a really deep vanilla flavor. And the vanilla was not sweet. It was almost toned down with the wood. When I was going to the finish, I got a hint of like dark chocolate or maybe, I don't know, like hot chocolate. But then I got a little spiciness. I think it was clove. And the finish, honestly, it's a little dry. However, I could still taste some of the oak, and I think that note is chocolate. I think. Or it's like maybe a more bitter, toned down chocolate. That was a really great transition of flavors. It went from deep oak, vanilla, cocoa or chocolate, undecided. There was a little nuttiness in there, but it was kind of sweet. Then it went to a spice, either black pepper or clove. I'm thinking it was clove because it was more on a spice end of like a baking spice. And then the finish was just maybe like a dry oak. I can understand why people would pay secondary pricing, but if you can get it for cheaper, that is the best route you can do. For 10 years old, aroma, taste, finish, 10 out of 10. This bottle is really great. And I'm pretty sure almost every person, maybe, has had Eagle Rare. And please tell me in the comments if this is your go-to drink, or I do hear that people mix Eagle Rare for, I think they're Manhattans, or, oh man, what is the Sazerac drink? Is it called Sazerac? Sazerac Rye. No, that would have needs to be a rye. It can't be a Sazerac rye. It's probably a Manhattan or old fashioned. That smells so good. It honestly smells like a chocolate bar with nuts in it. But I might be far reaching with that one. There's just like a bold, dark, sweet flavor. My mouth is literally watering right now because I'm thinking of chocolate. Okay, so before I end this video, let me see if I missed anything from this bottle. So again, it's 90 proof. So when Seagram's had it, it used to be 101 proof. There is actually a website, eaglerare@bourbonwhiskey.com. I should check that website. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, the cornerstones of the birth of a nation. Okay. Oh, they have some tasting notes on the bottom. Oh, crap. It's so small. Eagle Rare 10-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey has a sweet, oaky nose and full, complex body, reminiscent of port wine. Oh, really? Port wine? This rare whiskey is best served neat or over ice. Of course, feel free to drink Eagle Rare in such classic cocktails such as Manhattan and whiskey sour. That's what it was, a whiskey sour. Okay, let me see if I can get the port wine finish. Honestly, no, I don't get the port wine finish, but man, is port wine is like, is it deep and dark? Because what I'm getting is more of like a deep vanilla chocolate note. Maybe that's the resemblance, because port wine is like a dessert wine, right? I'm not really getting straight port wine. But again, I don't know anything about wine. I don't drink it enough to know the actual characteristics of wine as well as whiskey at this moment. I could be completely wrong, but if it's saying that it has reminiscent of port wine, I'm going to believe it. So that is my review of Eagle Rare from Buffalo Trace. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have tried this bottle. And let me know if you like it, if you would buy it, if you would pay secondary for it like I do, or are you a hoarder? Do you just keep a stash of it hidden in your house? All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.